Yo! Hello and welcome to this Warno 4v4 game played on the new map, Parched Valley, made by Hazimuth. Really good game. Really good map, even. I am ninth, so I should be in the open. So I'm going Dimitri, and then I assume one Fedor, one Jot, you know, that kind of thing, I guess. So yeah, it's very cool. As you can see, the terrain is based on a real place in Finland, from what I understand. At least the last one, Samara, was. It'll be linked in the description of the video and the live stream. And yeah, you can see quite easily that this is the part I actually like about this map the most. The part I really like about it is that you can tell where the low ground is because he's made it foggy. And so you can just immediately tell this is... Whoops. You can immediately tell this is a hill. You can immediately tell this isn't a hill. And that just makes it so much easier, because that's the first time I've actually seen that in Warno. I've seen height variations, and in custom maps there's typically more height variations than in real maps, or whatever, Eugen maps. And this just immediately lets you know this is the low ground. So I think that's a really good idea. I think everybody should copy that idea. I think everybody should steal that idea. I think that's a very smart idea. So please feel free to steal that idea. I'm sure he won't mind. If I ever make a map, I'm stealing that idea. It's a really good idea. So we're playing 9th East German because I lost the last game and now I want to try and get a W. It really is that simple. And so we get some really nice open ground to use our 2,800 meter range ATGMs. That looks like some sort of cliff there. And that should make us pretty much unstoppable if we can find places in which to use them. I assume I'm going to be getting smacked in the side here, given that this is Dimitri, and, you know, probably going to be taking hits here. So it's not really a good unit for that place. So we'll put this... I don't know, where's the guy to my right? Okay, so he's on Charita, so that's actually not that far. Maybe we should just have one Sturm. Whatever. Let's have one Sturm. And then we'll get a couple T-72s for this. Get the good ones. I do think these kind of close range, like particularly on the right, I think that's sort of T-72 country, but I've got the 2,800 meter range ATGM T-72s, which is why I'm in the middle here, and I think those will be very, very useful for us. So we'll try and, you know, set up here. I should probably get a CV tank. As opposed to one of these, get a CV tank, that would possibly make sense. And the one in Bicop's PFP is not a child, that is slander. It kind of looked like a child, let me guess. She's 1,000. Oh, somebody already made that joke, so I just stole it. Well, there'll always be more streams, right? There'll always be, like, I'm not dying. I mean, I'm dying on the inside, but I'm alive on the outside, so... PhD, you know, I'll get it done eventually. So we'll get a couple cubs, and we're just going to be playing it nice and slow. I know I want to open with the Napalm Grad, but I don't know the timings on this map. In fact, yeah, let's Napalm Grad there. Oh, I'm so smart. Yeah, I'm a good person. So, sod the cub. Let's just deal with that. And, oh, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. Because look, this is clearly the road, right? And that seems like a very nice throttle point for him to take Jot. And if he takes Jot, it's going to help me and Dimitri. So it's entirely self-serving. He can say thank you if he wants. I'm doing it for me. And yeah, so we'll get a couple of these or one of these and a supply. We'll do it. Okay. So what can I get for 80 points? Okay, we'll get this because I've got one infantry. Well, I'm the only one who brought one apparently. So, in before Hippie loses time by going back to corporate work. Dog hit the power button. Are you serious? I suppose that sort of thing does happen. Um, anyway. The guy thinks 56Y. We are ready. That guy thinks 56Y should get a fob. Oh, I guess we're not ready because this guy just placed a BRM1K. Well, whatever. I gotta start in 1 minute. I've actually just got to start now. Otherwise, I'm not going to finish in time if it's a 40-minute game and the tournament starts at 5. So, and I don't want Australia for life getting a flipping win by no-show, whatever you call it, a pass. He'll never shut up about it. If I lose to him, I'm never hearing the end of that. And yeah, my first game was against Australia for life, so we'll make it work. AA, Mr. Hippie. Yeah, we don't need that where we're going. Have you got like a laptop or something? So my power button on my old computer, I accidentally spilt water on it and it shorted. And so you can actually disable the power button. So it will only switch the PC on and it won't switch it off. There is an option in Windows settings for that. So if that's happening a lot, there's something you should really look into. Burger, mate, you gotta hide your power level, Burger. Yeah, you gotta watch out. And yeah, Australia for Life's fucking hilarious. I'm glad that the community has people like him. For those of you who don't know, he always does really wacky shit, and he talks a lot of smack when he's not that good at the game, and it makes for some very entertaining games. So that's all good. The community needs people like that because it makes it interesting. And so it's back to this thing again about like talking smack and is it okay to roleplay as a Zed warrior, whatever. And everybody draws a line at a different place. But a lot of people have been banned from the tournaments over the years for being too abrasive. And like the last one was Homelander telling this guy who's like an Asian American that he's like a dog eater and stuff, and it's like, come on, man, really? And on the one hand, it makes for some very entertaining watching, right? But on the other hand, there has to be a balance. So it is what it is, really. You know? Has he started playing 1v1s? I don't know. I forgot CV. Well, these things, they happen. Oh, they got him way before that. Okay. Well, that's life, I guess. Didn't know we'd be against the 101st player. It is what it is. Hi. That is a very, very juicy target. I hope I can hit that. That is an AA plane. Literally just landing in front of me. We'll get a CV for this, a bit of the old AA as has been spoken about, and oh my god, this is huge, colossal. Wow, the kills, it's happening. Sadly, most of it landed back here and he managed to get out in time. So that's a shame, actually. It could have been a lot better for us. But, it happens. So, we should be winning this. No problem. Oh dear. Okay, no we're not. He just has a slow army which has only just shown up. That seemed to kill all those people, unless they're hiding here. So there you go, we're doing it for the team. We're team players, hooray. Flip. Should just be able to dome that. Okay. Okay. At least he didn't just turn around and kill me. Anyway, that was great. That went really well. I gotta say, that went really well. So, we need more infantry here. I suppose. Well, we'll just. I really do need more, like, recon stuff. Wow! Look at this. Is he about to get out of LOS? He is. No, he stopped because he's a big dum-dum. Unfucking believable. Oh man, I should have seen that coming, really. No, there's a guy here as well, which I didn't know about. Oh, it's so sad. Anyway, he shouldn't hit that, should he? So there we go, we got him, but Sturm survived as well. And we lost the T-72 to a law, because when it routed, it showed its side armor. So, you know, these things, it happens, right? It happens, but he should be out of rockets now, at least, so let's not bully him a bit. And yeah, it seems that we're going to be playing more of a supporting role this game, just given the nature of this part of the map, right? So we'll get a couple more BMP2s, and I could really use a Cub, but now I can't afford it again. Oh dear. I'm not sure how that died. I'm not sure how he's seeing me, I guess because of the hill shenanigans. Oh dear, we're just getting Bradley to death, man. Okay, so we need more Sturms, I guess. That is spotted. Right, so we're losing our zone, which you'd expect, really, given that we bought the NAPALM thing, and, you know, that's obviously going to take some wind out of our sails, but we can make it back, right? It's not over yet. We know he's in there. And yeah, spending 400 points on all that stuff is obviously going to give us a bit of a disadvantage, but I wanted to help Bicop here against the enemy team's best player, and I helped Perpetual Charge here against the enemy team's second best player. As we know, they stack the teams. So you know, we're going to watch out. So we get another T-72S and maybe a bit of recon for it, so I can actually see. Looks like they're coming in. Keep hearing things exploding. I wish I could help more, but this is all reloading, and you know, we've helped our team quite a lot, so we can afford to lose our +1. That's my cope. Cerberus guards the underworld. Okay, and yeah, exactly, yeah, there's a difference between talking shit and being an arsehole, but everybody draws it at a different place, right, so it just depends who you are. So we should get that. I mean, this is... okay, it's actually not got as much accuracy as I thought it did. Interesting. I mean, we can't really do too much about that. We did buy these, but we're trying to cover quite a wide front here, so we can't be everywhere. We should actually just kill him, depending on this LOS. Yeah, because he's only got 6 HP, and that was a lot of fire there, so... So we'll get a mortar for smoke, and we'll get another tank CV. But yeah, I lost the other one to something a bit silly, really. It's my fault. So look, he's losing this again. I mean, you sort of expect this, really. This is the enemy's best player, so... and he bought a burrito. Which is obviously going to put him behind. But yeah, you know, it's difficult doing everything. Trying to do everything here. These keep missing. They're supposed to be really good. What's going on? Anyway, that should really mess that up. But yeah, he really needs some infantry in there. I'm not sure what he's doing. But yeah, maybe I should play more selfishly. I don't know. Because helping my team seems to make me lose my lane. Which is obviously life, right? Anyway, I think that probably messed that up. I don't see anybody left. So great, problem solved. And yeah, so he's still in there. Oh, hello. What the flip? So yeah, we're gonna have to help him a bit more, I feel. And there we go, so that didn't actually die. But the hope at least was that we would be able to sort of pressure it now, because it's low cohesion and so on, but I think I sort of fucked that up, to tell you the truth. Oh, we lost that Stern. I should have moved it a bit more aggressively. T-72s have quite bad accuracy, but today we're eating good, I suppose. Although, no, at the start I got I got treated to some bad accuracy. Anyway, need the recon with the guys so we can actually see. Okay. And I'm losing stuff here. Yeah, this guy's just getting beaten up. Trijev's just beating him up. He needs to buy a bit more infantry, I feel. But, you know, these things happen. It makes for a more interesting game, that's for sure. Why can't I kill that man? What's going on there? Oh, I can't even shoot. It's always fun. Yeah, so we've got some people trying to wrap around here now. But yeah, we're in. We just need the smoke to land, and then we're golden, right?
Fahrgelegenheit. Bringen Sie uns dorthin, Genosse. Der ging fast durch! Der Kommandant begrüßt Sie an Bord. Rückwärts, Marsch, Marsch!
This is getting a bit silly, really. Oh, my bad. Wasn't paying attention. Anyway, we should be able to get in now. I'm being shot in the side. Not great. This is a big problem. Now we've not got our smoke. And now we're dead, because he got stunned and we didn't, even though we're both the same. I mean, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. The same veterancy. Like, what does this do? 162. 169, because it's high caliber. I think it's on an RNG thing. I think it is. I think it's RNG. The stun thing. I need to look into that a bit more. Oops, I didn't finish capping it because I'm retarded. It does help if you spend your points, you know. You do tend to win a bit more if you do that. Complaining's free, though. You don't have to pay for that. That's free. Anyway, I'm not sticking around to get smacked. Yeah, we're getting pushed now by this fluffy unicorn that's going on this side. Send this over there, should deal with a lot of that. This is still reloading. Somebody in there. He needs to counter battery his smoke mortars, but there we go.
Abgesessene Kampfweise. Feuer und Bewegung.
Hooray!
Erreichen schnellstmöglich neue Position.
Alright, they're in here again.
Ziel neutralisiert, Genosse Kommandant. Er ging fast durch. Sie wünschen Genosse auf. Er fliegt.
Problem solved. So we're winning here, we're holding it. I'm so glad this isn't Broken Arrow, because then I would just not have any points to do anything with. But here I can outscale him here and then help my team, which needs help. So, Okay, yeah, that's Kryjev again. What the... Okay, that's where the cub was. And, yeah, why don't we get some Kokons up here and see how he likes that. Yeah, he's shooting where the Strela was, where the Igloos were. Lots of artillery coming our way. Big team game problem there. Anyway, where do we think the CV is? I reckon it's here. That's my reckoning. So, I lost... Oh, yeah, he's pushing me here. I need infantry. Oh, here's some I bought earlier. And, yeah, we could use this there so we can actually see things. The other one is that it's here, but look, it's going back already, so we must have got it. Anyway, I only use it in half volleys, so... Because half seems to be enough to get done what we need to get done. And we know he's in here. Yeah, we didn't kill it. Oh well, you know, it's worth a try. Yeah, he's gonna get in. He's getting back in. Come on, gang. See how that goes. Okay. That's not great. Oh, see, that's what killed it. Come on, guys. Ah, I just hit him. No, now you're dead. Ah, oh, they've done his miss. Yeah, okay, so he had 100% accuracy there. We had 0%. Does tend to swing fights a bit. Does tend to swing fights a little bit if that happens. You know, enemy doesn't miss. Does tend to have a bit of a problem. Does tend to cause a bit of a problem. But what can you do? Sometimes you're just bad. Sometimes you're just very bad at the game. But hey, we said we weren't complaining today, right? So we're not complaining. I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking. Speaking passionately. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, it's a shame it didn't kill that tank because he drove it forwards there. But yeah, I'm very upset about that actually, as you probably realised. I'm very, very upset about that. But yeah, nothing's happening here, but we know as soon as that it'll come over, so we do need to be careful. Because yeah, like look, he's got no AA here, so the helicopters are going to shred him, so we need to supply him with a bit of AA. Plug those gaps. He's got no recon here, so we can get some recon there. But yeah, there we go. We got in. Sorry, I'll calm down again. This man is dead. No, he isn't. 50% of the time it hits every time. 45% of the time it misses twice in a row. I'm not complaining though. We've just spoken about this. We're not complaining. We're not complaining. But yeah, it would be nice if that would stop happening. Wouldn't that be great? Anyway, should probably get this up. This guy's going to be using my my fob, so I can't really see that surviving very long. I don't mind it really if it helps us eke out the victory. Makes sense, I suppose. I'm not sure what killed that. That wasn't looking.
Geschosswerfer, starte schweres Sperrfeuer! Mit dem Sanitäter!
I keep getting artied. What the flip? Okay. Flew, just, yeah, hanging out. Not a good idea, I guess. Don't just hang out. Anyway, these things are kind of garbage. I feel like, because it only fires one. Right, because it's just one tube. It's not actually as good as I thought it would be. It's decent, like, but... Anyway, we know he's in here.
Am Ende kommt es Feuer und Bewegung. Höre Sie klar und deutlich. Da brauchen Sie uns, Genosse.
He's going in. He's getting in. I don't think he's going to live very long, but there you go. Now we got to move these. Thank you for the supply. Perpetual change. That's very kind of you. So this should stop at 40, yeah. Did these fire? They did, which means we now need to move them. Oh, we hit an eagle. Wow! That was very lucky. But when it happens to me, I don't point it out. When it happens to the enemy, I point it out. But there, that was very lucky. I think we hit like 2 shots at the eagle at max range. It's actually pretty impressive. Impressively lucky, I mean. So you know, clearly... Uh-oh. Well, I should have seen that coming. It was a bit dumb of me, really.
Warten auf Feuer, Koordinaten. Nebelgranaten laden. Wrack в поле зрения. Sanitäter!
Help him.
Fertig machen zum Straßen.
We can help him further by these. It's working. What he's doing is working. I need to react, right? I can't just stick around. Take that. Push it to there. Whoops, I'm dead. Just fly over the enemy Eyehawks. That's what help looks like. And he survived. I think we might make it out, though. Isn't that nice? Wow. That's quite fortunate, actually. Let's buy the third one, because he's diving. I should have done that earlier, really. And now it's too late. So there you go. Really piss poor micro from Heinrich Hippler there, but what can you do, eh? So it looks like he's pushing more this kind of angle. So we'll go from like here to there. That seems to make sense, maybe. Oh, I wouldn't be diving that. Yeah, not a great way to use that, but okay. What's he doing? Well, okay. We tried. Sometimes these things, you know, they happen, so what can you do it?
Nebelgranaten laden. Flugabwehrrakete, ist es dort wirklich sicher? Bringen Sie uns dorthin, Genosse. Feind gesichtet, Gefechtsbereitschaft herstellen. Auf Empfang.
We got a Corsair there. Sort of want to deal with these helicopters, like especially that one. Like that's the one I want to deal with. Not really too bothered about the rest, but if he's going to lose all his T-80Us to that thing, then we really need to do something about that. Here we go. Now we can kill this. Good timing. Sometimes you have to manually tell them to go around, otherwise they just keep flying in a straight line. Oh, okay, we're dead. A little bit too close to the sun there, but it does happen. So there he is. I don't know what the heck this is shooting at, but it's not important. Oh, I was firing over there, because it used to be over there. Anyway. Okay, that can work. We'll get a couple more of these. I'm not using my forces very effectively, I do apologise. Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame, because now he's going to smoke. Oh well, maybe we'll get him with oh, he's routed out of it. Okay, great. Works for me. Oh, we got him with that, so we don't have to use this. I lost all my jets. Oh, because I flew him over here, yeah, if you recall. Oh, whoops, that's a waste of rounds. He's coming up here. 119Y can't really compete in this kind of arena. He doesn't get enough infantry really, so we need to substitute with our. Although I'll be honest, the burrito is actually really quite good now with the thermobaric changes, and we lost our CV there because I wasn't paying attention. So, damn. But we are on a +7. Our teammates did very well. I think I seriously helped this guy here at the start, and then he just sort of snowballed on 56Y, which is great news. And then he returned the favour later in the game. This guy I definitely helped at the start with that napalm thing. So I neutered their best player at the start there. So there we go. That just stops them all from getting in. And basically, if you do a T move, T attack, whatever, with like say 51 rounds, it will fire 11 and then it will sit there and reload without queuing up the move order so that it can fire the next full volley, because it has to fire a full volley at the enemy. So just something to keep in mind. That's why I keep babysitting it. Otherwise, the queue orders wouldn't work and we would be defeated. So just something to keep in mind. And we won. So there you go. We got a W. We got a W. I'd like to micro a game that's like Hoi 4, but if you zoom in, you can see a little hippie microing the front line and complaining that he's losing even when he's winning. Yeah, so I'd like to thank Anime. I'd like to thank this small anime child who does not have many games for doing very well. I'd like to thank Marek here, a bit more of a ranked enthusiast. But yeah, tends to be with these community team games, people tend to have fewer games, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Most people have about this level of games, and they all played well. They all played together, right? And then, so this is Kryjev. So he's not played since the reset, but he used to be rank 1. A very good player. I'm a Whale, very good player. Plays a lot of 101st, but I think a lot of these are, 6th US and 9th US, I think. And Fluffy Unicorns, rank 170 there, with 170 games, and KJ with 465 games. So we were definitely the so this guy hasn't actually played that much for how good he is, which is pretty impressive actually. So we were definitely the sweaty one there, and it showed in the KD, right? And in Oh, no. So we literally got half of his deployment at the start, and then we got half of his deployment, and then we got his artillery. So yeah, this thing is very, very, very strong, which is why we picked it, because I lost the last game and I wanted to get a W before the tournament starts. So tournament starts in 13 minutes. We can do the draft now. Oh, we've got to watch this, though. We've got to watch the first minute of that replay. Blimey. That's 12 kills before anybody else. Oh, here's another 4. Oh no, he just drove straight into it. Damn, that is wild. So yeah, you can see its effectiveness. It's very much worth buying it at the start. So let's watch that replay. I want to see that. It was all in like the first couple of minutes as well. So we don't have to wait that long. And we've got 13 minutes. And yeah, cluster mortars are pretty strong. I'll be honest, like, Pact is better in team games, and that's one of the reasons why these napalm things, NATO's got nothing on it. Maybe these Spanish guys can even it out for the team games with their MLRS. But yeah, I mean, our draft was interesting. I think the 119Y thing actually ended up working, even though, typically you'd want a bigger gap to play 119Y. I'll be honest, maybe I would have been better here and he would have been better here, but it's either or, really. And yeah, I want to see this napalm. Yeah, that's right. I'm a very bad person. But no, they had the better team, I think. Krygev's better than me, or at least he used to be. Although I guess he's on like a less meta division. But really, this is the MVP. This is why we won. So the Deltas got through because they're the fastest unit in the game because it's Special Forces, Max Vet. Although he's only brought them at 2 Vet. I guess it doesn't make a difference here. And Special Forces go faster than regular infantry, so, regular vehicles. Not for helicopters, but for vehicles. So this goes really fast. And yeah, so we hit that, and then what? Did he just drive through it? Well, he's got absolutely no excuses here. What? He's had like a good minute to react to that. He's had a minute to react to that, and then he just drives through it and dies. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I'm a whale, but that was not very intelligent, was it? I mean, what the fuck? It's not like it landed right on him. He could have just stopped here and unloaded. Oh dear. Anyway, oh, we missed this one. Okay, well, we'll have to watch it again. But yeah, that was obviously not great. Kryjev had less of a chance because his guys were in the open when it landed, and they weren't in vehicles, so he couldn't really do anything about it. But yeah, this was definitely a I'm not looking. I'm zoomed in looking at this fight moment, and then oh, so that's not fantastic. But yeah, it is a pretty dirty piece of equipment. Ninth is somebody asked me to do like a 10v10 tier list. Ninth is S tier in team games. Anything, well, I mean, it's A tier in regular games, but in team games, it's just this. Look how much value we got out of that. Like, we won 2 lanes because of this in the first minute. Right? So yeah, obviously this one, but then we want to see this one this time. To be fair, he is a whale. He doesn't encounter napalm often in the ocean, yeah. But no, he was definitely looking like this, and then just not doing much noticing there. So yeah, everybody dies. Big sad. Anyway, I missed it again because I'm really stupid. So we're gonna have to watch it again. But yeah, GG. I've got the tournament up next, so I'm not doing another one. But you guys can play amongst yourselves, among yourselves. Oh, actually, there's an event on today happening at the same time as the tournament because there's a lot of crossed wires in the community at the moment. People banned from some Discords and not others, setting up their own events at the same time, and I'm just trying to get it up. There's something in the War Yes Discord called in-house team games. I'm not sure how it's gonna be organized, but it's organized by that guy who just lost all his stuff to Napalm, so I'm not sure how happy he'll be. But apparently 63 people are coming to in-house team games, including these 3. Okay? So if you want in-house team games, there you go. Obviously the tournament, I think the sign-ups are closed now. But there you go. And so yeah, we'll zoom in this way. We won't look over there. And thank you, Gucci Gang Hot.
Gucci Gang Hot
I really do
became a
appreciate
member.
it. Thank you. This is very kind of you. Thank you. I should do a thing where it's like, yeah, you go, Hiplerites or whatever. I have to work on the name. Something where it's like a jingle, but I don't know. You guys are actually intelligent, so maybe I shouldn't treat you like your 5-year-olds. But no, I really do appreciate it. So feel free to send your game to get cast because you got TIFF or channel membership. How's it going, E? Yeah, Tor stinks. So yeah, these guys, they're here. They are not very well deployed, to tell you the truth, but I guess he didn't know how far who would get to where. But he would win this fight. Although 2 Navy SEALs, a grenade launcher here actually would swing it because none of these guys can actually shoot that. So this would have got through with the ACABs come in. Maybe these would have stopped it actually. Who knows? But here comes Hitler to the rescue. And yeah, the Spetsnaz are out of position there, so they die, and they would have been the best. And then we... So I don't think we actually kill that many. It's mainly just his entire reinforcement line then decides to drive through. Oh, no, no, oh. So these guys just die there. He tries to stop it, but he wasn't fast enough. All these guys were saved, so that's fair enough. And so yeah, we saved the day, Patrick, because otherwise all this was coming in, and you know, what would he have done about that? Maybe he would have won, who knows, but certainly easier if your enemies get burnt to death. And then there was another one over here, because he ended up pushing it over to here again, and we just napalmed it, so I'd like to see that. And yeah, the tournament's in 6 minutes. The map is fun, bro. Burger, stop being such a Debbie Downer. You need to be more of a positive Polly like me. Well, maybe I'm not the best example, but... so yeah, we're reloading. And the next one, it was around here, wasn't it? So yeah, look how useful this thing is. It's so useful. So you put a CV next to it, which upvets it by 1, which means it reloads in 4.5 minutes, as opposed to, you know, 6 or 5.5 or something. So you get to shoot more. You get to shoot more. So there, he's got a burrito. Burrito might have killed something there that I wasn't looking at. Also might not have. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the mega play, right? This is now aiming. It's aiming. It's aiming. So here we go. He's broken through again. There's not much here to stop him. This wouldn't last long because it would just get hit by an AT4 and have to run away. But here we go. And we burn that. So really, this thing is just so strong. So yeah, if you want to win team games, play 9th. And then the Navy SEALs actually survive, but now they are, you know, stunned. They're not in cover. Low cohesion because of the fire. Lost some HP there. And this was the next line of help. It's a decent bombing line, actually. Got 2 out of the 3 there. It's pretty good. This was the one I wanted to see. Oh, okay. There was a future one here. Anyway, we've got 5 minutes before the tournament. The idea of your field officers looking you deep in the eyes while you reload your MLRS, making you reload faster, amazing. Yeah, exactly. But no, I think it's a good gameplay dynamic, having upvet with CVs. Something Balance Man talked about, and he never really got a chance to do, which I actually think would have been a good idea, was like a 4th veterancy rank, which could only be reached if you have a 3-vet guy and you put a CV next to him, so you can't actually bring it in at 4-vet. And I think that'd actually be a pretty good idea. Anyway, so you see that they're decently effective against vehicles. Like, so that I should have put it behind it, really. A lot of it, to be honest, is RNG on where the first patch of fire lands, particularly for vehicles, because they can get out. And yeah, the burrito, look how effective the burrito is now, because now it's got the thermobaric trait. So that's more effective. It's still got this problem where it costs you, you have to take out a mortgage to reload it. And like, this thing is better, and it has a better supply cost and fires more, so I really do wish they would basically nerf the range on this, because apparently in real life the first generation was only 2,000 and something, 2,100, 2,700, something like that. And then they can afford to start bringing the supply cost back down, bringing this reload cost down a little bit. Maybe start with the supply cost. The reload time probably is a bit sensible, actually. So, Vet 401, but yeah. But no, I think Red Dragon has done certain things better. Red Dragon having differentiated training levels and then 5 veterancy levels. It's a much better system than Warno's, where the training levels are now traits. So instead of militia, you have disheartened / reservist. Instead of you know, shock, you have the shock trait. And instead of like hardened or whatever, you have the resolute trait. And instead of special forces training, you have the special forces trait. But only having 4 ranks of veterancy, if you include Vet 0, does reduce the granularity. But honestly, a lot of it is just like what they want to spend time on, and I don't really understand where the time goes. But certainly 1v1 competitive multiplayer is not really what they care about. And to be honest, given Sadly, that didn't drop. Given how many people play 1v1 competitive multiplayer, I can understand it. But it is sad for us 1v1 competitive multiplayer players, and it's sad for all the watchers. So